And in terms of the players we didn't see at today's training session, it looks like no Mason, no Romelu, obviously, or Timo or Kovacic. Is that correct?
Yes, these 4 players are out, unfortunately. Still out, but also, yeah, for Timo, Romelu and Kova, no surprise. For Mason, he does not feel really better. To stop any speculation, is not COVID. He's negative for COVID, so he's just ill and does not feel good enough to take part in training and of course take part in the trip to Malmo. The good news is Christian Pulisic is back and back in the squad for tomorrow.
Simon Johnson.
Hi Thomas.
Hi.
Forgive the left field question. Billy Gilmour, do you have any concerns about the lack of game time he's getting at Norwich? Have you spoken to Daniel Farke about it? And are you thinking about recalling him in January if he doesn't play for the first team for much longer?
We will take the decision then in January when the decisions has to be made and not now. In general, I think it is. I spoke with Daniel about it, and I was happy to meet Billy around the match, around Norwich's match at Stamford Bridge. The things were clear when we decided together that he is looking for more minutes and more game time and more match time in another club. The challenge was clear that he needs to fight his way through. And this is where he is right now. Things are not going so like as he maybe wishes for, as we all wish for, but it's not the moment now to already give solutions and cancel the whole project. It's sometimes these weeks and months arrive where the situation seems to be stuck or seems not to go the right way. You have to hang in there, you have to show your quality, and you have to make sure that you help your team, no matter where it is. And that sharpens your character, and that will be a big chapter in your career. And that's the same for Billy. It's for me right now not the moment to already give solutions for January and open the talks to bringing him back. Now is start of November, and there are still months to go, and there's still a lot of time to prove that he has enough quality to help Norwich be a better team.
James Gearbrand.
Hi Thomas. I wanted to ask you about this interesting statistic. I think out of the 26 goals that Chelsea have scored in the Premier League and Champions League so far, excluding penalties and own goals, 13 of them have been from your defenders. Is that just a quirk, or is that partly by design? In terms of the attacking system, are you trying to spread the chances that you create more evenly through the team so that you're not just relying on one or two positions to score the goals?
That's normally what you do in what any manager does in any team, that you try to not rely on only one or two goal scorers. At the same time, you wish also to rely on one or two consistent goal scorers, because that gives you also a lift. And this is also necessary if you want to reach the highest level in any competition. You need consistent goal scoring threat from your strikers, because they do what they do. I think the statistic will look maybe a bit different if you maybe interpret the wing backs more as midfielders, because if you play in a back three, it's not really a full back position, it's a wing back position, and that is more for me more a midfield position. So I would not call them defender, although they have to defend in some moments and like defenders, but they are more free to attack, have a shorter way to the opponent's box than in the role as a fullback. So it's necessary that they are included and that we bring them to the box at the end of our attacks to increase the goal threat. I'm happy when we create chances. I'm happy when we have in the end 5-6 players in the box to be dangerous. And in a system that we play is crucial that the wing backs are there and have the freedom to be dangerous. And second one is, of course, defenders need to be dangerous also for set pieces. We want to be strong in set pieces, and the focus is also on set pieces. So that's the way it is right now, and still we hope that we can put our strikers in the end of the season on top of the list.
David Jesperson.
Hello, David, Swedish
Hi.
television. Malmo haven't scored a goal yet in the group stages. They have to come up with something extraordinary to get a result from you tomorrow. How do you prepare yourself and your team facing an opponent in that position?
We had that now quite often. I think it's the 5th, 6th game in a row where we are considered as favorites. I like a lot how my team approaches these matches, because we put in a lot of effort and put in a lot of intensity and give not too much on the general view about it that we are the favorites, but we proved our point on the pitch, and that is absolutely necessary tomorrow. When you say very right that Malmo maybe needs an extraordinary performance, then I think they will absolutely prepare for this, and any team on this kind of level is ready to create an extraordinary performance. So we are better. We should be prepared, and we should be humble and respectful enough towards the game and towards the opponent, and anything can happen. These matches on Champions League level are about details. It is a constellation where Malmo also has nothing to lose, though they can play with a lot of freedom. They can play with a lot of courage. They will be supported by an emotional crowd, and this is the things we have to face. Like I said, it's not the first time, and we will try to have influence on our team, that we approach our games in the same way like last week's.
Alistair McGowan.
Hi Thomas, I just wanted to ask you a question about Callum Hudson-Odoi. I think I'm right in saying that this is the most starts that he's made at this stage of the season in his Chelsea career. I just wondered if you're glad that he didn't leave the club now in the summer, and how would you describe his performances so far this season?
Well, listen, it was not like that he was that we wanted to have him out and then suddenly he stayed, and now we are glad that he stayed. We didn't let him leave. We built a squad, and Callum was a piece in that puzzle, and he thought that will be maybe a tough one to get minutes, and will maybe a bit more easy in another club, but you never have you can never be sure that it's like this. So we told him straight, and I told him straight when he asked for it, that it's not possible, that we rely on him, that he accepts his role, and there is still huge progress that he can make, and within this group and within this club. And listen, was it always fair to let him play as a right wing back? No, maybe not. But he had to take this for the team, and he did. And he was always positive, and he showed the right spirit. He had a very, very good pre-season where we could see what he's capable of on the half left side. And he struggled a bit in the beginning to prove that point during matches, and now. We had some injuries, and it was needed that he shows up and delivers, and this is what he did. So, like we always say, it is to get a team and to get a place in this team. It's all about performance, and this is what Callum shows in the moment. And now it's important that he shows consistency, that he stays hungry and keeps on going and progressing, and that he enjoys the moment, but is at the same time absolutely aware what it takes to stay in the team, and it looks good in the moment.
The last question for Thomas today, James Robson.
Hi Thomas.
Hi.
Less than a year since you took the job, you've already won the biggest trophy in club football. You're currently top of what you've described as the toughest league in football.
Yeah.
I wonder, was a part of that is down to maybe getting sacked by PSG, only being given a short contract to begin with? Does that bring the best out of you, maybe being slighted, if you like, a little bit insulted, or is there another reason for how you've made such a flying start? Because that's unusual.
Well, you need also a bit of luck. I mean, we all know that you cannot win Champions League by pure planning or pure whatever. Yeah, planning and the combination of planning and quality is not like this. You need also a bit of luck and that it's meant to be and that you catch a momentum. So I'm very grateful where I am, and I think I am right now in this place because of my experiences in other clubs and with other teams before. I'm grateful that I learned this job as an academy level, and I'm grateful that some people in my career trusted me and gave me confidence, starting maybe with my parents and the bosses in the youth academies and then later the managers. So, and then the target is to get better every week, to get better every match and every day, and never stop learning and never stop progressing as a coach, because this is what it is. And now it seems to be a perfect fit from day one for me. I'm super happy to be in this club and to be part of the club, and maybe this is maybe this is the last percent. Like, if you feel fully happy and you feel appreciated and everything falls into place very genuinely, then yeah, you are able to produce results together, because I'm part of a big team and I'm part of a big club, and this is how I see myself. So nothing else. I don't know if I need extra motivation, but of course, like I said, when the offer was, I was not happy to be sacked on Christmas. My mission was not fulfilled. I had big plans for the Champions League campaign again, and to win the title in domestic title again and again. I was hungry, and we were on the way, and this was a huge interruption, of course, and like I said, some days later, some weeks later, came a huge opportunity, and the desire to step into this adventure was much higher than the fear of and the concern about the 18 months, because it is what it is in football. You need to take the adventure. You need to be brave and courageous, and once you have the feeling, and I have the feeling I got a big reward for this. Right now I'm happy where I am,